Welcome to the Stuff and Things Podcast. Your home for all stuff related to your favorite things in entertainment. Now, here are your hosts.
Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of the Stuff and Things Podcast. I am Sam. Joining me for our weekly episode where the topic today is Has Streaming Killed Cinema? It's Stefan.
Oh boy, hi pal.
Oh Mickey, you're here. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, Mickey, I thought Mickey was going to say more.
No, that's what I got. I had to really focus to get the second part.
Oh boy, I can't do it. I can do accent. I can't do impressions very, which sounds stupid when I say it. When I say that out loud, I can do accents. I can't do impressions.
No, I think your best one is still Korg from Avengers.
But that's just me doing a Kiwi accent.
I know, but it just works.
yeah, Korg. Yeah, that's right. On the pile of rocks looking at you, yeah. Okay, so the topic this week is Has Streaming Killed Cinema? It was a topic that was sent in to us as a suggestion. Thank you. The person who sent it in, I hope you're sort of listening and enjoying, because I would have name-checked you, but I forgot to write your name down. So...
It was a weird place you wrote the suggestion, but apart from that, yeah. Sorry. Has streaming killed cinema? What a question. Do you have a yes or no to that, or are you kind of like, ugh, that's a big question? I have an answer. This will be a really short podcast.
All right, go for it.
The answer is to an extent.
That's not a fucking answer. That's sitting on the fence.
So for me now, and this is the problem now. For me now, going to the cinema, that is an event. Like, you go to the cinema, you get your fizzy drink, you get your popcorn. It is an event to go to the cinema. Like, growing up as a kid, it was a real treat. I did not get to go to the cinema very often. So when we went, it was a treat. It was incredible. Oh, man, the excitement of it was fantastic.
Yep.
I've now got 3 children, and going to the cinema is a massive thing.
It's a lot of money.
Because, A, it's ridiculously expensive to take kids to the cinema now. The tickets alone, and then again, add the drinks, add the popcorn. I mean, our kids don't only drink fizzy drink at the weekend. We don't let them have too much fizzy. We don't let them have too much sweets and stuff. So therefore, going to the cinema, that's a real big thing for them, because they get a little fizzy drink, they get sweets, or they get popcorn, and massive. And you're watching a movie that you've never seen before, so the excitement is crazy but high. The problem we have now is that unless that movie is a real kind of wow factor, but kids, wait a couple of months, it'll be on the Disney Plus, or it'll be on Netflix, or it'll be on Amazon, or... And it's now become a thing where that movie has to be a big thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just wait a couple of months, kids. We can sit at home and watch it.
Well, first of all, look at you with the parenting brag in the middle of that freaking rant. Oh, of course, we don't let our children have fizzy drinks or sweeties during the week. We're good parents, unlike all the bad parents out there. Parent brag, shocking behaviour. The other thing is, from what you said, is true, which is the expense of it. Like, we were chatting to Podcast Ryan the other day, and he was saying about, like, oh, me and the missus went to the cinema and it was like 40 quid for the 2 of us.
That's 2 subscriptions for him, it's fine.
That's insane. That's like what, sorry?
Yeah, 40 quid, that's nuts.
I feel like I missed that. So that's crazy when you think about it, like going to the cinema. Now, I remember when the big cinema multiplex thing opened near me. It was the first one that I'd seen, and it was £5 a ticket. And I remember thinking at the time, like, oof, that's a lot. Of course, this was back in the 90s, some 30 years ago.
Don't say that, because that's terrifying.
Yes. Well, it was. But yeah, it was 30 years ago. So, yes, inflation and all of that, but still, the thing that I find is, like, COVID nearly killed cinema. Like, it nearly did. Like, it was theatre, cinema, and everything like that. And theatre banks back strong. Like, you go to the theatre, you are paying a crazy amount of money for a really shit seat in a cramped theatre. Like, but you know it's a live performance, all this kind of stuff, and you're kind of paying for the experience.
Yep.
Going to the cinema doesn't have that same thing. It feels like they need to do something or need to do more to make it an experience to justify the amount of money they're charging.
So, here you go. This is one. So, the cinema near where we live,
yeah,
we are lucky. We have 3 cinemas near us. I say near, they're all within like a half-hour drive. Because I now live up north and everything is half an hour away.
Up north?
It's a fantastic thing we have up here where everything is only 20 to 30 minutes away, but at the same time, everything is 20 to 30 minutes away.
I understand.
Yeah. So we have 3 different cinemas. We've got a little tiny cinema by the seaside. When I say tiny, I mean I think they've got 2 screens. They've got between 45 and 50 seats in each screen.
They're nice.
And the screen itself is so small and squashed that you actually lose the top and the bottom little bit of the screen.
Okay, well that's stupid then.
That's how small the screen is. Like, you get the majority of the film, but I feel like if there was subtitles, you might lose a bit of them at the bottom.
Well, that's really dumb then.
Yeah. That's one cinema, and that is obviously the cheapest cinema around. Yeah. We've then got one in our local town, which has got 3 screens, maybe 4.
Yeah.
And they are decent sized screens, proper cinema. Like, you know, they've got the one big special screen, then you've got the 2 smaller screens around it.
Yeah.
And then you've got what's called like the big screen, which is in the other seaside village, but more kind of the touristy area where a lot of people go to.
Yeah.
Now, they've just updated their cinema. Okay, so they've got like 2 normal screens and they've now got luxury screens.
Okay.
They've got a luxury screen and they've also got another bit as well, okay?
Yeah.
Now, in terms of seating prices, if you are an adult going to the cinema in the regular seats, yeah, if you buy online, £9.45 to go see Minions and Monsters on Saturday.
Okay.
So almost a tenner each as an adult.
Yeah.
If you're a family of 4, which is 2 adults, 2 kids, £30.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Now, if you then go to their luxury seats, okay, you get to choose between a recliner, which is £11.95, or £25 for 2 people to have a booth.
Yeah.
Like electric reclining seats, personal snack table, surrounded by a privacy booth at the rear of the auditorium.
Wow. So they're just encouraging people to do naughty stuff in the cinema.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, I read that and I'm like, wait a minute. The joke is the back row of the cinema. They've now given you a privacy booth and recliners.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it kind of takes some of the fun out of it, but yeah. Okay,
oh, it's fun because if you sit at the front of the auditorium, you can have a 2-person day bed, complete with cushions at the front of the screen. For £25.
What sort of cinema is this? This sounds filth.
Do you know what I mean? I'm reading that and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can literally have a nap for £25.
Yeah, that's not where my head went.
No, I'm old.
I'm older, but yeah. So okay.
But the pricing, just saying like that, the pricing of that is it's insane.
The COVID impact was huge, and like I said, theatres have bounced back really strongly. People have supported it, but cinemas haven't. Is that because of streaming? Because people just got more accustomed to watching films on their own devices? Or is it because this is the debate, there aren't any true movie stars now?
Oh. The like, movie star in brackets, yeah.
Because it's a debate I saw online and I was kind of like, well, yeah, they're right. They're still... like Tom Hanks is still a genuine movie star. Like if I see Tom Hanks is in something and I don't know anything about it, I might still watch it. But then I realised, would I go to the cinema? Oh, no, actually I wouldn't.
I get back to that being a big event to go to the cinema. Like, it has to be something with a serious wow factor now.
But that's kind of a problem, because it's like, outside of like the big franchise films where you kind of want to go and watch them because of the spoiler aspect. Like,
yep,
there is the new Spider-Man film. There's the next time there's a new Avengers or anything like that. You know, if you're online at all, some bastard will post, "Oh my god, I can't believe so and so died," and then that's ruined the film for you.
Yeah, normally a lot of these films have a midnight release, which means by 4:00 in the morning, the day it comes out, yeah, Thanos clicks and wins. Fuck.
Yeah,
okay.
some jackass has like told the whole world, and the whole world's pissed.
Yeah,
I just don't feel motivated to go to the cinema. Like, because when I was younger, I had going to the cinema, dates and stuff like that was pretty common. But I had a mate, and we would just be like, okay, it's whatever day, we're going to go watch a film. And we'd literally arrive not knowing what was on, and look and see what was on and pick something.
Yeah,
I've not done that as
pre-COVID. I was the same.
See, I've not done that as an adult, really. I mean, again, it's like, I got the money for it, but it's that kind of, do I want to spend that when, like you said, it's thinking, like, I'm trying to think, like, would have been my nephew. So quite a while ago, my nephews really wanted to watch a film. Mum, my sister had no interest in watching. I was like, oh, I want to watch that. I'll go with him. And when I went, it was just me and him, and I think the whole day cost me 150 quid. And all we did is we had watched the film and had a burger in Burger King afterwards. And I can tell you the Burger King came to like 12 quid. Jeez, so the 150 quid was like the tickets for both of us. We did popcorn and drinks and stuff, and I think I did buy in like this commemorative thing, like where you can keep the popcorn maker or whatever it was.
You can get the popcorn tins. That's become a thing as well, isn't it? Popcorn tins and special edition drink bottles with a little figure on the top and stuff.
Yeah. And so it was kind of like me and my nephew hadn't done a lot together, so it was kind of like, okay, I'm going to make it a special day. So, but even if you knocked 50 quid, like, I'm fortunate enough I got the money to do stuff like that, but I looked at it and I was like, no way could the vast majority of people afford that. And when you do have the fact that vast majority of things are now on streaming within 6 weeks, even if it's like pay-per-view at home, like, okay, the cinema's going to cost me, like, I go to the cinema as a couple, that's 30 quid minimum.
Yep.
It's £8 in 4 weeks time to watch it at home on my fuck off great big TV I got in my living room.
Yeah, what makes more sense, especially like at the moment, the price of everything in the world is going up.
Oh, massively, yeah.
Like the price of a freaking cucumber has gone up by 12p in the last 6 months.
That is a very random reference.
A lady at work told me the other day. She was not happy about it, but
I have so many jokes.
I know. So did I when she was telling me, but I had to hold them in.
Yeah, good boy.
But you know, the price of everything going up at the moment. That 50 quid trip, like there's 5 of us as a family, me, wife, 3 kids.
Yeah.
That is now an expensive, and it's not even a day out. It's an expensive few hours.
Yeah.
Like
but the thing is, to make it
on Sunday to go see the new Toy Story movie because they are begging for us to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's going to be easily £100 afternoon out with tickets, parking, fuel, drinks, popcorn. You know, that's £100 for like, what, 4 hours out of the house?
Yeah, man, that's easily, yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus, like, that's
and
nuts.
The rest, probably. Yeah, I mean, it is. And like you said, now, so I can't make my mind up if it's streaming has killed, because there is definitely an element of, I can watch this in a few weeks' time.
100%.
Or if it's just the sheer cost involved. And I feel like COVID kind of brought it to a head, because I remember pre-COVID, everyone I spoke to was like, oh, I'm going to go to cinema. God, it's so expensive now. And I think COVID kind of forcing the stopping of going made a lot of people go, oh, I could just stay at home and watch it, you know?
Yeah,
that kind of forced.
For me, when COVID finished, I had that, my God, I miss the cinema.
Yeah.
And I think I can't remember. I cannot remember what the first film I saw was after lockdown.
Yeah.
But I remember really excited to go and see it.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait to get there. Saw the movie. Amazing experience. But the whole time, I think because of the whole COVID thing, the whole time I'm just sat there going, really want to just like sanitize my hands after touching the armrest.
Yeah.
And
there's
a
I
lot
think
of
there
people
was.
in here. If someone sneezes, I'm going to twat them one. Like.
Yeah, there was. I mean, there was definitely COVID anxiety for everyone in that initial period.
Yeah.
But where we are now, I think there's just a feeling of it is so expensive for what it is. I don't know what they can do. Like, it just kind of feels like you said, you got that cinema there that are doing the kind of come and have sex in our cinema thing. I mean, offering beds and recliners. I mean, yeah, you can do that. The other thing that a local cinema did near me, which was just, it's the old Odeon cinema, like 2 screens, like old cinema.
Oh yeah.
But they are going great guns by, they'll show the latest releases and stuff, but they go back, like, so they do themes. So, like, the theme for 1 week, like, when you get to Christmas, they will show a different Christmas film, like, constantly. And people book up, like, because it's an event then. Like, you're at Christmas and it's like, oh, let's all go to the cinema and watch Muppet Christmas Carol. That's an event. That's a day out. That's a cool thing. Let's all go to the cinema and watch It's a Wonderful Life. Let's go do, and so they do that, and like during the summer they advertise our cinema's air conditioned.
That's a winner.
Yeah, like, I know it sounds crazy, but it's like we have ice cream and air conditioning. Come and watch a film, get out of the sun. Like, and they were going to close down during COVID, and someone bought the cinema and was like, "This is what we're going to do." They do like Friday. I can't remember what night is. It's not Friday. It's like Tuesday night comedy night, and a different film every week, like a classic comedy that, you know, a film that everybody loves. They sell out, man, every single. So they do these screenings every night, and they sell out every single night.
Oh man, that's one of those things. If I won the lottery, I would so buy a cinema.
Buy a cinema, yeah. But it's just to me that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You make it an attraction, you make it an event, you get your social media right, you get your advertising right, you can do okay. Like, you can still make it a thing, and people are like, do you know what, it's costing me this, but I'm going because it's going to be an experience. Like, they do sing-along things. Like, you know, like you can do the Mamma Mia sing-along version.
Oh, yes.
So people all go to the cinema, like 200 people dressed like they're extras from Mamma Mia singing along the ABBA songs. Those people are having a fucking great night.
Yeah.
Like, walking in with bottles of wine and stuff like, and that's just, they've had 2-3 hours of just laughing, joking, friends through a film. Now, if you went to that film to sit and watch it, you'd be pissed, but everyone else...
Can you imagine the one family that turn up completely straight-laced, looking around going, what the...
Yeah, just shut up, we want to watch the film! Yeah.
I came to listen to them, not you!
Yeah, exactly, this is a sing-along. So yeah, it is... You make it into something, and like, I've had this debate about different businesses loads of times of like, because everything's online now, because of streaming and everything like that, you need to make a reason for people to get off their asses and go. And if you don't have that, you're going to struggle.
God, yeah, if you are not ready to put yourself out there as something spectacular.
Look at like cinemas in London now, on a regular basis, have members of cast and crew from films doing Q&As and stuff as an attraction for people to come along to watch the film. So like, oh, tonight we're showing Star Wars episode this, and, you know, 2 of the actors from the film are going to be here. So when the film ends, they're going to do a Q&A. That drags people in because
That's
they want
cool.
to go. And
Yeah,
do
that'd be great.
Yeah, we got a visual effect. We got the guy who did all the visual effects. So the more nerdier aspect, like, yeah, great, I'm going to go to the cinema, watch the film, and then sit and talk to the guy who did the visual effects for the film I like. Like, oh, you know, this scene, this. Well, how was that made? Oh, that's fascinating. So there are ways of doing it, and it's going to be easier for some than others. Like, you know, you're going to be some rural cinema. You're not getting Robert Downey Jr. out to do a Q&A. You're just not.
No.
But you need to find a way, you know, to pull people in. So I think COVID put cinema on life support. I think the cost is what is killing cinema. I think streaming is a natural evolution of the way things work. But I think the cost to reward has changed. Like me back in the day spending 20 quid to go watch a film or two with a woman I was interested in, that was that's more than enough. You know, it was a acceptable cost.
Yeah.
To do that exact same activity cost me 100 quid now is like, hang on a minute. That's gone above inflation.
Yeah, I don't think that now works out. Let's say everything in the world is going up at the moment. That seems to have gone up more than it should have. And as with everything that we see go up, it never comes back down again.
No.
They're not going to turn around and go, do you know what? Actually, £15 a ticket is too much. Let's lower it down to 11. Yeah. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. No, and what frustrates me as well is like, and please, if you work in a cinema listening to this, don't take this the wrong way. The staff are typically students, typically young kids, part-time jobs. They're, you know, you're not walking into a cinema and being like, Jesus Christ, the service here is unbelievable. It's like, hey, can I have popcorn, please? Yes, popcorn.
Sweet or
yes.
salted. Can I have both?
Do you know what I mean? Like you're not going in and being like, Jesus, this is the A team. Like when you go fast food, you fully understand that you go to McDonald's, you got to check your order because, you know, they're incapable of counting and doing things. But if you go into Subway, they're like the friggin' martial artists of fast food.
How much can you fit in a sandwich? Well,
yeah. Well, let me show you. You want this. Gone, go. Okay.
Do you want drinks and crisp for that? I think so.
Yeah. I want a cookie. Yeah. So, but the cinema. What I mean is, like, they're all on minimum wage.
Yep.
There's no one there other than probably the manager earning above minimum wage.
There's no one there apart from the manager over the age of 19.
And sometimes I'm not even convinced the manager's over that age.
No.
I just genuinely, the cost is the running the building, is the bringing in the films. There has to be something done because cinemas are closing and are going to keep closing. And as they become rarer and rarer, the cost is going to keep going up because the purchasing power is down. Now, anyone who doesn't know how this works, if you are a chain of cinemas, let's say the Odeon, because that's an old chain that I knew well, you as Odeon Cinemas license a film from a studio. We are going to show the new Avengers film from Marvel, and we're going to pay X amount to show it across all of these cinemas.
Yep.
You if you've only got one cinema, you don't have the same buying power as if you've got 200.
Yeah, and Odeon wants to buy 300 copies. The little guy on the seafront wants to buy one. Yeah.
So you don't have the same purchasing power. You can't drive the same price. That's why basically every cinema's part of a chain now.
Yeah.
And the little independent ones rarely show a lot of films because they're like can't afford to, basically.
They're working out what's going to be the blockbuster for the summer. That's where they put their money behind and hope the other films are okay. Yeah.
So for me, studios need to change their model. For me, studios need to look at, do we care about cinematic audiences, the cinematic experience? Because if we do, then we need people in the cinemas, and therefore we need to make our money here and maybe not so much there. It won't happen because of greed. But if you want cinema to exist going forward, film studios need to do their part. Unfortunately, it would appear that film studios are just trying to acquire cinema chains. In America, for example, I know that there are talks at the moment, one of the largest cinema chains with Disney.
Oh.
Looking to buy them.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No.
I feel like studios should not own the cinemas. Like, there are so many different studios out there. If one starts owning the cinemas, are they only going to show their own films?
Well, let's say, for example, right, there is a cinema near you, 10-screen multiplex cinema, that's now the Disneyland cinema experience. And you can go there and they are showing Disney films all day, every day. So you've got new releases, but then you've got all the classics. So you could take your kids and go and watch the animated, Mulan or whatever.
Yep.
That would actually be appealing, wouldn't it?
No, because I've got Disney Plus.
But the cinemas are the experience.
Well, no, I get that. But again, this goes back to our original question of, is streaming killing cinema? Would I take my kids to the cinema to go and see a movie that we've seen a load of times and we've got it on at home?
Yeah, but okay. So let me reframe it. Let's say it's free.
If it's free, then yeah, probably.
yeah, probably. Okay, well maybe I'm wrong then, but for me, there are certain films I missed at the cinema, like because of my age or whatever, and I'd love to have that cinema experience. There are films that your kids would have only ever seen on Disney Plus on TV.
Yeah.
There must be films, and amongst that, you'd have been like, oh, I'd love to have seen that in the cinema. Like, you're about to go watch Toy Story 5.
Yep.
Your kids would not have seen Toy Story 1 in the cinema.
I didn't. The first one I
2.
saw was Toy Story 3 in the cinema.
That really depresses me. But we're going to move on, because that hurts me on an age level.
I feel like that's more just my parents didn't take me to the cinema more than age. Don't worry, it's fine.
Well, I went to watch Toy Story 1, which I think was 1994. I went to watch that with one of my mates at the cinema. I remember it clearly. But anyway, my point is, if for example, Disney Cinemas had a monthly subscription of like, come along, you pay this and you can watch up to so many films with your kids.
Oh yes,
like a Disney Plus. That would have that kind of, because you go in and like, it's Disney, so they're gonna have Star Wars on a couple of screens all day every day. They're gonna have Marvel stuff,
films, Disney films, yeah, Pixar.
So your kids,
as
your kids like, so let's imagine your son like is getting older and he's starting to get really into Marvel, and you're like, well, you've enjoyed these on the home. Would you like to go and watch Avengers in the cinema? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think now I'm like, I didn't see a lot of the early Marvel films at the cinema.
Yeah. Iron Man. I didn't see Iron Man at the cinema.
I
original...
started going. Maybe Age of Ultron might have been the first one I saw.
Yeah.
At the cinema.
So would you, like, if someone said to you, right, Iron Man, you pay X amount a month like you do with Disney Plus, like it becomes part of your Disney Plus. And you can go to the cinema, the local Disney cinema, and you can watch this.
Oh, yeah.
So there are loads of these ideas out there and stuff like that about people doing to try and make it accessible.
Back to the original question then. Is that saving the cinema or not? Because you're still, so you're going to the cinema, but you're not exactly paying to go to the cinema if it's part of the subscription you already have for the streaming service.
Yeah, but
and it's not to go and watch a brand new movie.
No, but I'm not
kind of almost. You're reminiscing on the older ones.
I'm not saying it's a free add-on. I'm saying it's going to cost you.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm just saying
it's Disney. Nothing's free.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, they're not going to be like.
You want to pee?
Yeah, it's so like your Disney Plus at the moment's a £10 a month. It'd be like £20 a month. You know. Like, double the cost, but you got access to X amount of films and stuff like that. I think there's ways of doing it, like Paramount, all these different streaming services could try and include things like, oh, here are tickets to go and watch our latest release. There's loads of ways you could try and do it to drag people in, because the age of the blockbuster movie now is kind of the franchise movie. And what I was saying earlier on about any true movie stars now, I never got drawn to the cinema because of a movie star, but when I would show up with a mate or a girl or something, we would pick a film because we've decided to go to the cinema as a date or just like a day out or night out or whatever, nothing else to do. If you're looking at the films and you don't know any of them, but then you spot Tom Hanks is in one or Tom Cruise is in one, you're like, oh, okay, let's go watch that because we know them. We know it should be a decent level of film.
Yeah, see, I still have that a little bit, but I think there's now such a varied kind of amount of movies one person can be in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost watered down a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you a funny story, right?
Yeah.
I might have told this before. I might have told you before. I don't know if I've told it on the podcast before. But it's one of my favourite date stories. There was a girl who I was kind of just mad head over heels for. And she's finally like, oh yeah, let's go out. Let's have a night out. And we've gone to the cinema. And again, we've done this thing of like showing up. We've had like a drink before. We've walked in. It's like, and I'm like, oh, do you want to pick a film? Like you can choose. And she has done the same thing I've just said, where she's looked for all the films, like, okay, there's none there I recognise. Oh, here's a film starring Tom Cruise and his wife, Nicole Kidman. That's all she's seen. So she has picked the film Eyes Wide Shut. I don't know if you know this film, or if people listening, anyone who's listening who does know the film's laughing now.
Oh dear.
Eyes Wide Shut is basically a softcore porno where Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman were obviously still trying to save their marriage and decided to do a film together about a couple like going into some sort of sexual deviancy of like a cult sex act. It is insane. It's wall-to-wall boobs and sex and right. So
there's
we've gone into the cinema.
Like, wow, she's chosen the best film.
Mate, seriously, right? So we've gone in, and it was the most awkward 90-something minutes of the world, because she is sat there thinking, oh my God, I picked this film. What the fuck is he thinking? Like, this is our first date. He must be thinking I'm, like, sending a signal or whatever. Like, oh my God, like, panic-stricken. So she sat there, like, rigid, like, oh my God. I'm next to her, like, I was a little bit nervous anyway. This girl was beautiful. Like I was trying to be like all mature, like being really cool and stuff. She's picked this film. Oh my God, is she expecting that? I'm not prepared to be like that. Like, oh my God, like so I am freaking out. Both of us are just. We left the film, not holding hands, nothing. Literally walked out side by side in silence. Get outside, there's like a bench area, sat down, and we're like sat next to each other, and she just goes, I didn't know what the film was about. And I was like, oh my God, thank God.
I'm so glad to hear you
like,
say that.
And we just had this massive laugh and like great time, fucked behind the bins, and that was the night. No, we didn't. And it was like, but we didn't, like that didn't happen. Like we became friends. Like that was like nothing happened between us. And I swear, like maybe a different movie choice, a different way it could have gone, but it was the fact that she was just so terrible, like, oh my God, I picked this film. What signal am I sending? And I'm sat there like, oh my God, she picked this film. What the fuck? She is some kind of deviant. I am not that.
Yeah, this is not what I came for.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, so cinemas can go wrong, people. pick your film before you go. That's my advice if it's a date. Make sure you are prepped, you've read it, you've got on the IMDb, the old parent thing, to know what's coming. Yeah, oh dear. It's funny now, but at the time I was mortified. I was just so scared.
Oh, God, yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah, I can. I was there. I lived it.
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous. But yeah, I think this is a question you can go round and round on. But I think my overarching thing is, I don't think it's killed cinema. I do think it could kill cinema. So, like, if a studio, for example, went, do you know what? We're not making anything in cinema anymore. We're just going straight to our platform with every movie we do. Like Amazon decided. Amazon now owns MGM. If Amazon, like, they get a new Bond, and Bond is a big cinematic franchise, and Amazon just say, we're not releasing it in the cinemas. You can watch it on Amazon Prime when it's released. That kills cinema.
Everyone would. Yep.
Do you see what I mean?
Well,
like that.
90% of people would.
Like Disney goes, we're not releasing Marvel stuff to cinemas anymore. We're releasing it to our own cinemas only. That kills every cinema but the ones Disney own.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like, so I don't think it has killed cinema, but I think it has it could. I think the biggest issue with cinema right now is pricing post-COVID. I think, like you, many people wanted to get back in a cinema, but after running back to a cinema went, Jesus, I can't afford to do this every week.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like you said, it needs to be something, an event or a big thing that pulls you back to justify the expense. And even then, like, best will in the world, you got the money to do it this weekend, but let's say the car goes bang tomorrow and you don't have that, you can't go.
No.
Like, you can't justify that expenditure. And that
my car
goes
goes bang
so
tomorrow,
many.
just so you know, you're getting an invoice. Just for jinxing it.
That's fair. That's how that works. That seems to be how that works in my.
It's a luxury now. It's not a day out. It is now a luxury thing.
But like, it was always kind of like a treat, luxury, but it's like a real kind of like, it's become the theatre, but it isn't the theatre. Like, the theatre is a live performance, and there is something about that you pay through the nose for. It's a real experience.
And
cinema
now
isn't
cinema
that.
is going the same way, but it is not the same event.
Yeah, like my daughter went to watch the Kinky Boots thing. It was 40 quid a ticket. And I was like, Jesus, 40 quid a ticket, bloody hell. And then she's recently went to watch a film at the cinema, and she came back and said, it's like me and two mates came to like 60 something quid. And I was like, oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, the difference isn't as big as it was. Like, theatre is still holding its own because of what it is. Cinema needs to do something.
The cinema shouldn't catch up with the theatre pricing. No way.
No, it shouldn't. You're in essence going to watch a big TV, in a room that's been cleaned by teenagers, so it's not clean.
No,
the floors are often sticky.
There's still popcorn under your feet.
There's still popcorn, like,
seat you don't want to know about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and if you go down in one of these private rooms and you sit in something sticky, it might not be a drink that was spilt. And on that note, I want to say a big thank you to everybody for listening, as always. Our Friday shows will keep rolling next week. It is episode 50, which is where we hand the show over to all of you wonderful listeners and the few of you that are not so wonderful.
Oh dear.
And we basically say to you, send us in the questions and your points from the last 10 episodes. So from episodes 41 to 49, today's, any points you've got, anything you think we haven't discussed or missed. I have started to put this together already for the earlier episodes.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, this might end up being our longest episode like this yet.
And once again, Disney, I am so sorry about last week.
Shush, baby. I genuinely, some of the stuff people have sent in has been brilliant. And it has been so good, it's like, well, I can't leave that out. and I can't leave that out. Oh, that's so funny, I can't leave that out. And I've looked at it and I've gone, okay, this could be quite a long show. So episode 50, which would be our
50th.
Must be the fifth. Yeah, it's the fifth listener question show. Wow, that took me far too long to work out. Every 10 episodes we do this.
50th episode, yes.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's our fifth listener question show. Dun, dun, dun. So that is next week. Look out for that. Get your questions or your thoughts in very, very quickly, because obviously the episode closest to us is always the most difficult because people don't always listen next day, etc. So try and get that done as quickly as you can. You can do that via any of our socials. You can get in touch via the podcast apps or email sam@stuffandthangspodcast.com. Until then, everybody, you all take care, and I'm going to leave you now with Stefan and his final thought.
What colour is a mirror?
Thank you for listening to the Stuff and Things podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. You can find us on Facebook or online. Simply search the Stuff and Things podcast to join in our conversation every week.